What's poppin' YouTube? What's going on, everybody out there? And thanks definitely for tapping back in with me. I'm actually working right now. Got some stuff going on. Hopefully, some stuff that I'm gonna be bringing to y'all in a minute. But I wanted to stop for a minute and do it from doing what I was doing, and chop it up with y'all about the older generation, more or less. Like, and when I say older, of course, I'm talking about 40, 50, and above. I'm actually 46, and I noticed one thing that it's like a lot of guidance lacking from the younger generation. Me personally, like I stay tapped in to my community, my surroundings, more or less the streets, if you want to say. And one thing that I am getting from me being tapped in is the lack of guidance that's going on. Now, me personally, anytime that I can sit somebody down or even in passing, talk to somebody and give them a word or a good word or some type of encouragement, that actually makes me feel good for the day. So that's bringing me basically to my message today. And that is for all my old heads out there, my older heads, my unks, my big bros, my, big homies, my G's. You guys are really needed on YouTube. And I think that 40 and over, 50 and over, even if you got a lot of wisdom and a lot of things to push out to the community and a lot of things to say as far as, positivity, of course, y'all belong on YouTube. And you ain't really got to get too technical about your business or what you're doing, but just your influence. You can influence somebody to think straight. You can influence somebody to go straight. You can think somebody on a different path other than what they was doing. I know a lot of times I be feeling some type of way. I don't really be having too much to do. I'll sit down and I'll throw YouTube on. Half hour later, I'm in a whole different mood. Sometimes that comes from coming across a video with a good message. You out there, I know you feeling some type of way. You might be down today. Pick your head up. I done came across some messages. So basically what I'm getting at is over 40 is definitely needed on YouTube. YouTube is on easy mode right now. It's making it easy for small content creators to push content, even if you not even considering being a YouTuber. Just like a quick word a day, you know what I'm saying, can keep somebody from blowing somebody else's brains away. Like I used to watch, not necessarily watch, but I used to look for Rev Run when he used to send his word out for the day. Ever since I got hip to that, there was a point in time when I used to look forward to just seeing what he had to say, whether it applied or not. And that's what I'm saying, like 40 and over, 50 and over, 60 and older, definitely got something to say on this platform, even if it's a word, like I said, a daily confirmation, you know what I'm saying, a daily word for the day. It don't have to be too long. It could be a short, but it's definitely room on this platform to grow. And like I said, right now, YouTube is on easy mode. Everybody that I'm following is sticking to a certain type of structural script, the way they post and upload their videos. And it's pretty much raw content. That's basically what YouTube wants. YouTube wants us to push raw content, teaching. So if you got a word, or even if you see stuff going on that you don't really feel too comfortable speaking on, say it on YouTube. You ain't gotta worry about too much backlash, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, the worst that could come from you giving a good word is a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Of course, people got that they say what they gonna say, but if you pushing positivity and you getting negativity, then 9 times out of 10, that's just something on that person. That has nothing to do with you pushing your word. Because I know me personally, like a lot of people that I do come across and that I do run into, when I do get a chance to speak to them, I hear that a lot, like, damn, bro, like you should be a motivational speaker, or I've heard this before. You should be. You're like a word guru. I laughed because I understood what he was saying, and it's just like I be having like certain sayings and certain things that I say to relate, like more or less. Like when I came up, I was always up under older people that gave me wisdom, gave me the game on how to move around, and you know what I'm saying. Just stay out the way in these streets, more or less. And I really never hung around people my own age. I always hung out with older guys like my uncles and they friends and stuff like that, because they always was, of course, the cooler ones, the older ones, but they always had everything it seemed like going on at the time that I was striving to get to or striving to be. And I learned from being around them. Let's just say if I was around them 100 times, about 98% of the time I walked away with a word or even a phrase, or I walked away with something that I didn't initially pull up to that conversation with. I remember one exactly, for example. Me and my brother, we was on Front and Clinton Avenue in Plainfield, New Jersey, and it was this old head out there by the name of Al. And Al used to always just have like these little phrases and like little sayings that he would say. And for example, like he would always tell me and my brother to catch up on your fries, catch up on your fries. And at first, we ain't really understood what he meant. We would laugh, of course, 'cause it was funny, because 9 times out of 10, he was drinking, and, we just thought he was just saying stuff to be saying it. But as we got older, we understood that he meant pay attention, you know what I mean? What's going on around you. Catch up on your fries. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just little certain sayings, just ways that you can reach people, pause, and that others can't. Like, he probably been spreading that message for I don't know how many years. But I know what I took from that message. I know my brother, he took and applies the same thing to this day to that message. And, it's just like motivation, and it don't matter where it come from. If somebody say something or do something that touches you in a way that takes you out of a funk or whatever the case may be, it don't matter who it came from, do it. Not really, because I know me, when I'm looking for motivation, when I'm looking for somebody to, give me a little bit of a nudge, it don't really matter where it comes from, as long as I get to get up to go do about it in me, pause, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I mean about older heads, or, you know what I mean, over 40, over 50, being on this platform and just basically giving your word. It could be as simple as, what's up, good morning, everybody. This is OG, old head from around the way. And I just want to say, you can rock it like this, or you can rock it, hey, hey. Like, it don't matter what y'all say. If somebody gonna like, somebody gonna subscribe, somebody gonna comment, you know what I mean? And that's all it's about. If you could just get to one person a day, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it could keep them from blowing somebody else's head away. Me personally, like, I grew up in what they call the trenches, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from New Jersey, and I'm from East Orange, New Jersey, South Munn Avenue to be exact. And like, it wasn't a cakewalk where I'm from, but all of the older guys, or like, the older guys that I came up under or that I looked up to, I'm glad to say to this day, they're all doing well for themselves. They went from this and leveled up and did that. Most of them was in the street. Most of them. My uncle, he running a successful security company. I got another one, he's running a successful clothing brand. I got another one, he's a successful party promoter. I have another one, he has his own trucking company. I believe that's the top 4 or 5 that I had in mind as I'm speaking to you guys, telling you about the older influences in my life when I was coming up. But all of these men are men of honor, you know what I'm saying? Like, men who stood up and took this and leveled up and did that with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all ain't slow. We know what took this and did that with it mean. You know what I'm saying? And they had people that they came up under who gave them the game, and you know what I'm saying, who showed them the way. And that's one thing that I learned about today. It's like the lack of guidance is crazy. Like my generation, when we came up, we always had people telling us right from wrong, don't do this, don't do that. But we was on the type time like we gonna get to it whenever we get to it. But I heard you though. Nowadays, man, you can't tell these jokers, Nathaniel Robinson, nothing. You can't talk to them about nothing. And I think a lot of it comes from my generation looking down on that generation instead of embracing the change as a whole. And I think that has a lot to do with it because my generation is stuck with or stuck on what we stuck on. Like the fact that we didn't have internet or none of that coming up, I think we just a whole different tribe. You know what I mean? We a whole different beast of a generation. This newer generation, you know what I mean? They got a lot of cushions, you know what I mean, that come along with it. I always revert back to thinking about how when the Bulls played back in the day as opposed to how LeBron and the Lakers and them playing today. Big difference. There was no cushions back in the day. You had Mike coming through the hole, like getting clothesline straight out the air. Like they made a rule for him. No fly zone, like the Air Jordan rule. You're not to fly in the zone. And today, those fouls right there, you will get ejected, fined, possibly suspended, mess around and don't get, you know what I mean, to play again for some of the fouls that they was giving back then, doing that today. But, I mean, I'm all over the place. However, let me bring it back to the original, which is, y'all old heads, my generation and above, we need to get on here, even if it's for 10 minutes, and just talk to the younger generation and see how it is, see how it works. You know what I'm saying? Nothing beats a failure but a try. That's it. And I got me a couple of things that I know I was taught on my coming up that helped me a lot. And one of them was we got 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth for a reason. This is a jewel that I will drop. This was one of the very first jewels that I got. And it was, you got 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth for a reason. And that's to see more, hear more, but say less. At first, I thought I got it. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, you know. And I could tell when he said it to me, he seen that I grasped the concept of what he was telling me, because he said, you really don't get it now, but you'll see what I mean. And now, of course, years later I did, but you know, now years later, I really see, you know, this is like, that applies in so many ways. Friends, family, whatever. And that's, see a lot, you hear a lot, but you don't really say a lot. That could be, you don't say a lot about what you hear or see. You hear a lot, see a lot, but you don't say a lot about what you got going on. I mean, that just applies in so much. I'm even turning it up to apply to the fact that, like, even me doing my YouTube journey, I see a lot of people doing it. I hear about a lot of people doing it. But I ain't really telling nobody that I'm doing it, you know what I'm saying, or how I'm doing it. Because one thing that I did learn too, another gem that I learned, people cheer for you and they want to see you do good, but not as long as you're doing better than them. They definitely don't want to see you doing better than them. So that is another one. See a lot, hear a lot, but don't say as much. You know what I mean? Even to this day, like I said, I told somebody a while ago, like before the new year began, like, yeah, I'm thinking about, you know what I mean, messing around with YouTube and just taking it serious. Why you want to do that? Like, YouTube? Ain't no money in YouTube. I was like, yeah, you're right. Not a, damn, bro, that's what's up. You know what I mean? You should try something different or anything other than that. Like, but I took it as a mental note. Won't be telling them nothing again. And it's just like that. Like, so 40 and over, 50 and over, and like I said, you ain't even gotta be that old, 30 and older. If you just got a word of wisdom, some positivity, something that you think that people need to know. Like I said, YouTube right now, it's on easy mode and it's going up. You know what I mean? Even just for a couple minutes a day, you sit on here and you just get that good old word. YouTube pushing out small content creators like myself, and soon to be you too. So I ain't gonna hold y'all up for too much longer. I just wanted to send that message out to all of my OGs and my unks, my aunties, you know what I mean? All of y'all. If y'all got a word, spread it. Like them cheeks, pause. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, you know, get up, get out, get open, do something with yourself. Like I said, I start my days off hopping on YouTube, you know what I mean? Seeing if I could find a good word for the day. So hopefully this word reaches somebody and gives them some type of motivation. Oh, you right there, sitting on the couch with the phone like this. Yeah, after this video, after you subscribe, appreciate you. Go ahead, right up there at the top corner. Go ahead and create you a channel, bro, sis. But until the next video, y'all, it's been a pleasure. And like I said, without y'all, there is no me. I appreciate y'all. Lil Wayne boys.